Hi guys, I want to see who is behind, if we can, and this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only, who is behind these threats that apparently have been called in um, against those that have been, some of those that have been nominated for Trump's cabinet. And that includes, I just put the article in my community section. Among those that were targeted for swatting or for uh, explosion threats, we had explosion threats going on during, as you may recall, the election, and those were from Trump's friend Putin, their side of the world, trying to interfere in our election. So, anyway, so they were targeting um, Elise Stefanik. She's up to be the ambassador to the United Nations. I'll be doing a quickie read on her. And former Rep Lee Zeldin, who's been nominated to head the Environmental Protection Agency. And Brooke Rollins, Trump's pick to be Department of Agriculture. And former Rep Matt Gaetz, the Trump nominee for U.S. Attorney General, who's withdrawn his name from consideration last week. But the the authorities investigated said the threats were not found to be credible. Okay. Um, the Stefanik and her husband and their son, little boy, were driving home from Washington, and they were informed of an explosion threat to their home in New York State. So, U.S. Capitol Police responded immediately to make sure they were safe with the highest levels of professionalism. I hope they appreciate that. Let's see. Zeldin, a former New York GOP congressman, said in a statement that a pipe boom boom threat targeting him and his family at their home was sent with pro Palestinian theme message. They weren't home at the time. Uh, again, law enforcement is working to learn more about what's behind all this, and they've not said if they've discovered the source, but they've definitely said it wasn't credible, that they didn't find any devices, but nothing more has really been said. Gates also confirmed that there was a problem, and initially a bomb sniffing dog was brought to his home. Inconclusive, it said, so a squad had to come in and double check and make sure for his home. Yes, not okay. Nobody should be doing this. No devices located. Immediate area also searched with negative results. And Gates was not home, but a family member was. Um, so they're just saying same tactics in the past that have been used against those who've been viewed as Trump adversaries. Has been same tactic. So that's a signature. To me, that's a little nod. I think this is connected probably at least somewhat to, whose people's. I don't know what the point of that would be in some ways, so that's why I would want to look. I mean, other than sending the message of, I'm in charge, or I don't like that pick, I don't know. So let's just take a look at who is doing these, who is behind these calls and threats. Some which seem to bear an uncanny hallmark of what overseas hackers do. Let's just take a look, see what we get. I mean, crazy, and dangerous people come in all backgrounds. Nobody's got a monopoly entirely. You just never know. So who is doing this? Is it individuals, or are we getting a small group of people, or a mixture? Let's see if the cards can give us any insight. And I ask for the help of my spiritual mentors. We get that stress card, trying to really put people on edge. Okay, definitely working. And we're getting the Ace of Wands. Well, that definitely deals with the boom boom, especially choices of weaponry. I also get fires. Anyway, it's just something that popped up in my mind's eye. But we're getting definitely the message if they want to stress these people out, they want to put them out of the lane of choice. I don't know, are these people that want that for themselves or something? Or let's just continue to see what we get. Definitely someone that wants to cause a great deal of pressure. And I think just to add baggage with this card, someone that is, we're getting feeling left out in the cold, people that don't fit in. And I mean, there's a lot of us that don't fit in, that don't do this kind of stuff. But this is someone that's definitely not probably very socially well. In this case, I'm seeing they identify, at least in their own mind, as being outside of the norm, shall we say? And this is patience on their part, um, and a way of maybe even earning money, I wonder. But at the very least, they're patient in their efforts, and they're kind of seeing what happens as a result. Maybe by being able to view in these different places what's going on outside of these targets, shall we say. So far, I'm not getting like anything that's showing me a small group or. But here, just as I say that, here's the small group. There is at least, I'd say, a small group that's working in unison. Possibly the number three can be significant. And we do get, yeah, the manipulation and the various tools that they have at their disposal to manipulate law enforcement and the scene, the scenario. Let's see what else we get about them. We get a King of Pentacles. So this would be a man with money, businessman, money oriented, an adult. And we get another adult male. This person would be more emotively driven. What else do we get? We get two adult men here, and we look like, I'm sorry, and it looks like we're getting a sense of regret or loss in some way, in their opinion, and they're focused on that. They don't feel like maybe these choices represent them. What is going on with that? Or do they just want to cause loss? Maybe that's it. Yeah, they want to cause loss and pain. So I see two adult male figures that are probably involved, and I think they may know each other. Okay, they were working, I think, in cahoots. At least some of the people involved in this goings on. And they do want to cause suffering. They do want to cause, and I think it's because they themselves carry this kind of a depressive energy. What else are we to know about these two? This is infliction. This is backstabbing as well. Okay, what else do we get with it? Ooh, to me, this is wanting that's somebody that really sticks the knife in into your back and rolls over the top of you, throws you under the bus. Maybe these are people that are not happy with the choices he's been making. Some of them that are involved. They may get caught though with the and I think this could be in. I would watch vehicles. There might be. This could also be the rushing in of the the SWAT team that they call in. That's getting picked up. I think they might be able to trace at the end of the day, though, they better knock it off, who's behind this. It will become clear, I believe. I think they will uh, be able to say, identify who's behind it. Or those are that are responsible will, I think, be outed. Just kind of, we're dealing with abundance. We're dealing with maybe even Mother. This could be also the Mother Russia card. And the Tower. They are having a loss in their ruble is crashing. They're wanting to cause some sort of send a message, I feel like. You better help us out or something. I don't know. But they're definitely sending him a signal. And I see two men. You know what I should ask is if they are foreign or home based. Let's see. Are those that are responsible for calling in these threats, are they home based in America or are they hired by overseas? No matter what, are they hired by overseas? Or are these more like a lone wolf kind of situation? Or small group of American people behind it that are unhappy? So is this disruption, what is the source behind it? Well, I get the Page of Wands. This makes me feel like electronic information and social media, like information that comes through on that, and we get the World. So this is not, I don't think, even if it's locally being done, I think there's somebody there that's been hired by overseas, the world, elsewhere, to do this. They have a global vision. And to me, there's one person that extends especially to, that is true of at this time, that is meddling in every election I think that he can. That's Putin. So this makes me feel like it's probably from Russia and their allies. And I don't know why, why would they do that? Maybe to remind him that he's obligated, as Putin has said in his last social media uh, kind of comment going out there. And then again, we're looking at the world again. So I'm thinking that this kind of activity is just, I think, for funsies on their part because they can, and because Trump's not going to probably respond as harshly as he could with it. Again, I feel that they're showing that the persons behind this are connected to those elsewhere to do this that are not American, in my opinion. Yeah, it's to just rattle things and make things difficult, make things more challenging. Here we have the nod toward presidential power, and I feel like this would be probably because this is happening to Trump. Maybe this is representative of his, you know, attempt in office. Okay? So we're getting the Emperor there, and we're getting a King of Wands. I feel like someone's in contact with authorities about it. This King of Wands. Maybe that King of Wands gives information to the authority above himself or whatever, even up to the president and elect, of what that would be. And it is a tactic to cause pressure, fraying of nerves. Yes. So this is meant just to make America, just have one more thing that's unpleasant going on. I do see justice coming in and acting. So I do believe that these people, once again, um, that get involved in doing that are going to be identified. I get a lot of feeling of Mother Russia here. Overseas, I'm constantly getting that. So my feeling is, just like at the election, I'm thinking it's coming from elsewhere, overseas. I hope my reading is a bit better than the last one. Sorry about the poor internet connection I seem to be suffering from. Well, if nothing else, then please listen to it and give it a thumbs up. So again, my answer to that is it's overseas and likely coming from Russia. Um, I got all the cards I tend to get that identify that way. Um, and I think it's not just our election, it's going to be other elections they're going to be doing this to, and that doesn't make any of it all right. So I do see a pursuit legally happening about this, and we'll just see the law is going to pursue this. Looks like they'll definitely identify, make some attempts to identify. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully you'll be able to see me better too. Bye.